Why do I make this type of film? Why do I make films that are so cruel and disquieting? I must say, I often ask myself the same question, because my imagination isn't all like that. I like to laugh, to joke, to listen to music. So why do I do it? I don't know. Perhaps because it's the darker side of myself, the monster that's inside me. Sometimes it's nearer the surface, and it emerges and takes over all my other thoughts, my normal and more relaxed lifestyle. Sometimes I do have these strange ideas which disturb me and even frighten me, thoughts that come from deep down inside me.
Penso mi vengono dal profondo.
When you've been following flights of wild imagination, it's difficult to come back to Earth. It's very difficult. People ask me how I choose the films I make, the themes, the subject matter. Honestly, I don't know. There's no particular moment in which I decide what film to do. Sometimes I get carried away, almost literally. I get bitten by a bug, which is the idea for a new film I want to make. Other times the fever isn't too high and I have to work on the idea to develop it. More than anything else, I wander around. I look about. Solitude is the master for all my films, because solitude enables you to concentrate, to get into that strange world which is often so perverse and cruel.
Entrare in quel mondo così strano, perverso, a volte crudele.
But Dario Argento isn't only an author. He's also a producer and has produced films with other directors. For example, Zombie, directed by Romero, Demons and Demons 2, directed by Lamberto Bava, La Chiesa, the Church, and La Setta, the Sect, directed by Soavi. What difference is there, if any, between the films directed by Dario Argento and those directed by others?
I feel there's a big difference between the films I write and produce alone and those that I also direct. The main difference is that when I direct, I take part in every stage of making the film. Those that I produce only are directed by other people. And since the direction sets the style and soul of a film, they have an atmosphere that reflects the personal style of the other person. For example, Bava with Demons, Soavi with La Setta, and Romero with Zombie. I love the films that I produce and don't direct, because in some cases they deal with themes that I haven't got the courage to deal with, or because I'm not ready for them. I have a lot of admiration and affection for people who manage to handle films like this.
Affetto per colui che invece questi temi riesce a mettere in scena, cioè certi temi molto horror.
There are certain horror themes that I'm not ready to deal with yet. But I like to know about them and see them portrayed in other people's films. And then, perhaps, one day, I'll have a go myself.
As a producer, Dario Argento made another film in America after Zombie. This other film was a very special work entitled Due Occhi Diabolici, Two Evil Eyes, a film in two parts, the first part directed by Romero, the second by Dario Argento himself. During the shooting, Dario Argento worked with some of the best-known American technicians, such as the special effects wizard Tom Savini, renowned for films like Friday the 13th and The Night of the Living Dead. In addition, this was the first time that Dario Argento had directed a film based on a subject that wasn't his own. In fact, the inspiration for much of Due Occhi Diabolici came from a story by Edgar Allan Poe.